Hey, Prez. Congrats on the selection. Glad you're here.
Thank you, man. I mean, shoot, it's crazy to feel like I'm an all-star with all these great players, you know?
You've been playing well. You deserve it. And now it's time to put on a show for these fans.
All right, let's do it. I'll see you out there.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin Durant is back after missing most of 2015 after requiring a third surgery to repair a bone in his foot. He said it...
Great to have him healthy and back out on the floor, D.A. Thank you.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Prez in at point guard. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Davis. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the small forward spot. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Davis sets a screen. Prez passes to Westbrook. Drills the three-pointer. Westbrook's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And just amazing awareness there. Prez whipping the ball all over quickly to the uncovered man.
Durant for three. Davis dishes it to Westbrook. Pass to Cousins. Here's Davis. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Davis has got his first points of the night.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
You got that right, Greg. I mean, he is very solid on that mid-range jumper. It's pretty wet when he gets it going.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Westbrook kicks to Cousins. This one for three, and that's good. Kevin Durant for three.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
No one near Prez as he lets it go. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. LeBron with him. Picked up by Davis. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Basket counts.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
We call that a high percentage shot, and when he's the guy taking it, I'd even say it's automatic.
Screen by Cousins. Prez dishes to Cousins. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Irving for three. A three-pointer is right on target.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Screen by Cousins. Kept alive. Prez passes to Cousins. He feeds it to Prez. From outside, off the mark. Prez has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Batum with the ball. Now guarded by Prez. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Irving against Westbrook. And it's in there. Irving's got 5.
and it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Well, you know, it's still early, partner, but that's what we're seeing so far, and we know what he can do on one of his better days. Hard to handle.
And typically a lot of shots go unchallenged in this game every year, especially early on, and that one, no exception.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. It's a 5-point game. James kicks to Irving. That's tipped. It's stolen by Perez. Fast break. Here they come. Up the floor. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep. This game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
A shot by Batum. No good. Puts up a three, and he drills it. Beautiful release there from Fred. 7 points in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Perez has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land. Feeds it to James. They need this. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Durant. Three-pointer. And it's Westbrook missing.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Irving kicks to Wall. Irving dishes to Carmelo. Takes the 13-footer. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now here's Perez. Tight defense on him. Bucket is good. And it's 6 points here for Cousins.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
He gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
James Harden, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Davis sets a screen. Passes it to Cousins. An easy layup after coming off the pit. Cousins has got 8.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Harden kicks to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
James, the pass to Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Perez with the ball. He's got 7 to the paint. Batum with the steal. And they're moving it up. Anthony kicks to Irving. Oh, good on the triple. And here is Cousins. The 3 from Harden. Rebounded by Anthony. To the middle. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
James kicks to Irving. Back to James. They set the pick. Back to Irving. Irving double team. 5 on the clock. Here's Batum. Accurate with a jumper from the elbow. Batum's got 6.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Now here's Prez. Davis with a screen on Wall. Fires from the wing. Offensive rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Wall sets a screen for James. It's stolen by Prez. Moving it up. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Durant. Harden's got his first 2 points of the night. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Prez. 7 points in the game. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Terrific stroke from outside by Prez. Always ready to lock and load.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
New players in now for the East. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Cousins. Griffin comes in for Davis. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Durant. And DeRozan kicks to Millsap. And they're running. And the shot goes in. And it's a 12-point West All-Star lead.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Prez. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Millsap. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Thomas kicks to Antetokounmpo. Outside DeRozan. The dish to Thomas. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Prez. And Harden with the stuff.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
East with the ball. They trail by 16. Thomas kicks to DeRozan. Back to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Pass to Millsap. A baseline J. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Harden outside. The feed to Gay. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
The East All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Thomas. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. They're on a 16-6 run. Prez. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Harden against DeRozan. Thomas outside. Nailed from three-point land. Thomas got 5. Prez dishes to Towns. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he can't get the first one.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
Yeah, they're scuffling at the line. Struggling is a better way to put it. But you like the fact they're getting there. Now it's just a matter of knocking them down.
And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. McCollum comes in.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
We've got Wall. LeBron James is out there with Batum. Then there's Irving. And it's Anthony in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Irving kicks to James. It's stolen by Prez. And now the fast break. Prez with the ball. They get it again. No problem on the jumper in close. Westbrook's got 7 points for the quarter.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Prez. Off target with his 3. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. And Wall kicks to Anthony. Outside, Wall.
You're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And finished off by Davis.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Kicks to James. And finished off by LeBron.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
He dishes it to Batum. Anthony kicks to Irving. Over to the wing. To the paint. It's tipped. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Good chance here now for a 3-point play.
That's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Horford's checked in. Don't usually see him shooting the 3. Prez has got 19 points.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Horford against Davis. Horford kicks to Irving. And it's Wall in the corner. That 3 off the mark. The West All-Stars with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Now the pass to Cousins. And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
What about the passing from Prez, shredding the defense with his exceptional vision?
The West All-Stars have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. He's got 13 points and several assists. He's been tough on the inside and displayed great vision with his passing, too.
And you know what? He is the total package today, giving them a little bit of everything. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. but that's how you win games.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Harden's checked in.
They struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but that's changed. They're almost at 85% for the game now.
Now Wall. Can they get it? No good off the back of the rim.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
James, that's a two-pointer. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Prez. No good from outside.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get it going.
Irving from long range. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Durant wide open, he fires. Off target with his 3.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And Davis sends it back.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
It's a little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Wade, he's checked in for Irving. Both free throws good from Batum. And the West All-Stars have possession. Now here's Prez, covered by Wall. And here's Harden for 3. Doesn't go that time. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. On the wing, Dwayne Wade, guarded by Harden. And he stepped in the line, so they turn it over. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And that one's good. Cousins. All with it. He kicks to Batum. And Batum throws it down.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Here's Prez. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Prez has got 24.
Wow. 4 here in the first half. They're going to need to do something different on defense to trap this guy and lock him up.
Wade passes to Batum. Outside, Wall. Tipped away. And Batum kicks to Horford. It's rebounded by Durant.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Chalk up 2 there. That's now 8 points for Anthony Davis.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Yeah, it's so bad I would even go a step farther and call it raggedy. I mean, that's how their defense has been overall today.
Prez kicks to Durant. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Durant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. He has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well,
Like
Carter,
that?
I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. 'Cause he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
The West All-Stars have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And the East with some changes. Paul Millsap is checked in for Batum. DeRozan comes in for James. And Thomas subbed in for John Wall. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the West. Gay comes in for Kevin Durant. The East All-Stars have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That's good from Horford. Welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. Prez, he's in at point guard. Anthony Davis is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Durant. And it's Westbrook in at the shooting guard position. Cousins with a screen on Wall. Prez dishes to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Remarkable dish that time from Prez, tearing apart defenses on the pick and roll.
Outside Irving. Back to LeBron. Down low. Shot clock at 6. And Davis sends it back. Wall good. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Davis with a screen on Wall. Loads it up for Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Woo-hoo! That's exactly why you watch the All-Star game, to see plays just like that.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Prez passes to Durant. Shoots a 3. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Durant. 15 points for Davis.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Here's the screen. Irving kicks to Anthony. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
A good night for Carmelo Anthony. 9 points and a steal.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
Irving kicks to Anthony. It's blocked.
And nice job by Prez positioning himself for these blocks. I mean, sending a message with how he puts those shots in reverse. Anthony.
And here's Anthony for 3. Again, the miss by Anthony. And the West All-Stars have possession. The offensive rebound. Now here's Prez, covered by Wall. And the shot goes down. That's 29 points for Prez.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Anthony kicks to Batum. Anthony with a screen on Durant. Fires from deep. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And here is Prez. He's got 29 points. Durant, that's good. Durant's got 10.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Here's Wall. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Prez picks one up.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Westbrook with a wide open look. Off target with his 3. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Prez. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
Excellent game we've seen from Prez. 31 points. He's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
Outside, Davis. Prez with the screen for Davis. The kick out to Westbrook. A three ball. Makes that one his sixth of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Prez. Prez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
LeBron kicks to Irving. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. The kick out to Wall. And nothing is falling for him right now.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Davis. And it's the East with the rebound. Anthony with it. Picked up by Davis. Irving. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Poked away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And here's Westbrook from the arc. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Drummond's checked in for Batum. Millsap comes in for Carmelo Anthony. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for John Wall. And so here are the West All-Stars. Prez buries it from 3-point range. Prez has got 38 points.
And he got loose from the 3-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And DeRozan kicks to Thomas. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Bangs home the trifecta. And it's 8 points for Steph Curry.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt. And here they come. Here's Davis. He shoots again. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
It's been a solid outing for Curry. He has 8 points. He's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the East. The West also making some changes. Towns, he's checked in for Cousins. And it's Blake Griffin in for Anthony Davis. One
of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Inside, it's deflected. Millsap with the steal. Outside DeRozan. To the inside. And Drummond throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Curry with a wide open look. Hits the jumper in space. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Here's DeRozan. Some solid defense there from Prez. From deep. Picked by Griffin. Prez dishes to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Lets it go from deep, and down it goes. Three-pointer falls in from Prez. Prez has got 41. Outside DeRozan. Poke loose. And now the fast break. Prez with the ball. Outside DeRozan. In the corner, Drummond with it. Thomas outside. The West All-Stars pull it in. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Prez kicks to Griffin to the middle. Here's Towns. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 4 assists now tonight.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Drummond. Nice D from Griffin.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Picked by Griffin. To the middle, off the screen. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. LeBron James is out there with Anthony, and it's Wall. Then there's Irving, and it's Batum in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. The shot's good from Irving.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Here's Prez. Sinks the 3-pointer. Prez has got 44.
Wow. What can you say?
Now the East All-Stars with it. James outside. Down low. Here's Anthony. And that one goes long. Here's Prez. And the 3 off target. James, the pass to Wall. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Prez. Over in the corner, Lillard. Here's Towns. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Reflected in the score, Greg. Clearly. I mean, they've had a number of lapses defensively, and it'll cost you. There's no way around it.
Wall, no luck.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Griffin a screen on Wall. Over in the corner, Lillard. Misses the 3. Irving kicks to LeBron. Dishes to Anthony. 6 to shoot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. First one falls for. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Andre Drummond's checked in for Batum. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for John Wall.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Here's Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Far too much penetration allowed, Greg, and that's really been the theme of the song so far here.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And he knocks down the first one.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now here's Prez. Pass to Lillard for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Here's Irving. It's stolen by Prez. And here we go. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Now here's Prez. He's guarded closely. Poke loose. He feeds it to Towns. McCollum outside. Now here's Prez. He's covered by Irving. Griffin. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Al Horford. He's checked in for Anthony. They get the rebound. It's deflected. And here we go. Towns dishes to Prez. A 3-pointer is right on target. Prez has got 47 points.
And that's what Prez does so well. A tremendous scorer who tries his best to only take quality shots.
Outside Irving to stop the run. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Towns, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
James misses.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. It's going to be Horford shooting. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Rudy Gay's checked in for Damian Lillard. They double him with Irving. Feeds it to Gay. And stolen by Horford. Gay against Antetokounmpo. Over to the left wing. On the wing, Irving. To the inside. Here's Drummond. Excellent D there from Prez. And so here are the West All-Stars. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Prez.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, Antetokounmpo back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Prez. Buries the long-range jumper. Prez has got got 50 points.
These guys putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
McCollum against Wade. Irving sets a screen for Wade. Off the screen. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Prez with the ball. Towns the screen. Prez kicks to Towns and stolen by Horford. Here's Wade, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
You know, even though Antetokounmpo is a bigger guy, longer guy, he handles and passes like a point guard. I mean, he's always on the lookout for how he can set up his teammates for good shots.
Here's Wade. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Here's Prez. And he's good on the three ball. Prez has got 53.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Ahead. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Should be.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Millsap comes in for Andre Drummond. And Thomas subbed in for Kyrie Irving. It's stolen by Prez. Passes it to Towns. Here's McCollum. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
1:19 left here in the fourth quarter. The dish now to Wade. Back to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Pass to Horford. To halt the run. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And it's 8 points for Horford. Here's West now. And here is Prez. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's McCollum for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Lillard's checked in for the West. Now here's Prez. Guarded closely. From beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Prez has got 56 points in the game.
And really can't fault the D there. Prez just torching them with better offense.
Here's Millsap, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First free throw is good. Both free throws good for Millsap. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Prez, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Amazing aggressiveness from Prez on the drive. Never backing down from the tough-as-nails defense.
And he sinks the second.
That one's for you, Mama.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And it's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. 9 seconds left in the fourth. Now, here's Thomas. From the arc. Off target. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides.
The 2K Sports postgame show.